Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the world of United Kingdom 2p coins and uncovering the top 5 most valuable ones. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this video will show you coins that are rare, unique, and highly sought after by collectors worldwide. From different years to various mint marks and conditions, these coins can sometimes fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 2p 1988. At first glance, this coin may seem common, especially when found in dirty or heavily circulated condition, but hidden beneath the grime is a story of British monetary history, collector interest, and surprising auction value. You might even have one sitting unnoticed in an old drawer or coin jar. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know whether your worn 1988 2p coin could still hold value in today's collector market, especially when evaluated in US dollars. The 2p coin is part of the decimal coinage system introduced in the United Kingdom in 1971, replacing the old pre-decimal system. By 1988, the 2p had become a familiar part of daily life, widely used for small purchases and change. The 1988 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait appears on the obverse of the coin. These coins were produced by the Royal Mint, one of the world's oldest and most respected mints. Millions of 2p coins were minted in 1988, primarily for circulation, which explains why so many examples today are found in worn, dirty, or damaged condition. Despite their high mintage, certain examples, especially those with errors, unusual toning, or better-than-expected detail, have drawn growing interest from collectors over time. The 1988 2p coin is made of copper-plated steel, giving it its familiar reddish-brown appearance when clean. However, in dirty condition, the coin often appears dark, dull, or unevenly toned due to years of circulation, oxidation, and exposure to moisture. On the obverse, the coin features the right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, along with the Latin inscription identifying her as the monarch. The reverse displays the iconic Prince of Wales feathers design, a symbol closely associated with British identity and tradition. The date 1988 is clearly stamped below the design, and even in dirty condition, this date is usually still readable, an important factor for collectors assessing authenticity and value. Collectors often examine dirty coins closely, as dirt can sometimes conceal mint errors such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or weak lettering, which may significantly increase the coin's desirability. While the 1988 2p coin is not considered rare in general terms, condition plays a crucial role in collector demand. Dirty and heavily circulated examples are extremely common, but that does not mean they are worthless. In fact, many beginner collectors and bulk buyers actively seek low-grade coins to complete date runs or to search for hidden errors. Coins in dirty condition may also attract interest if they show unusual characteristics, such as missing details, doubled lettering, or misaligned strikes. Some collectors prefer untouched, uncleaned coins even when dirty, because improper cleaning can permanently damage a coin's surface and reduce its value. As a result, a naturally dirty 1988 2p coin can sometimes be more appealing than one that has been harshly cleaned. When it comes to auction market value, a standard 1988 2p coin in dirty, circulated condition typically sells for around $431,000. These prices are common in online auctions, bulk lots, and collector marketplaces. However, if the coin features a noticeable mint error, unusual coloration, or strong remaining detail despite dirt, auction prices can rise to $5, $10, or even higher, depending on collector interest and bidding competition. Coins sold with clear photographs and accurate descriptions tend to perform better at auction. Even in low-grade condition, it's important to remember that value fluctuates based on demand, platform, and presentation. A coin that seems insignificant today could gain attention in the future as collectors continue to explore modern decimal issues. If you own a dirty 1988 2p coin, resist the urge to clean it aggressively. Cleaning can scratch the surface, remove original metal, and drastically lower its collector value. Instead, store the coin in a protective flip or coin holder to prevent further damage. Examine the coin carefully under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Look for errors, unusual marks, or differences compared to standard examples. If you believe your coin may be special, consider having it evaluated by an experienced collector or reputable dealer. For those interested in selling, listing the coin with honest condition details and clear images can help attract buyers. Even low-value coins can sell well when presented professionally and grouped with similar items. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 2p 1988 coin in dirty condition may not make you rich overnight, but it remains an interesting and collectible piece of modern British coinage. Its historical background, classic design, and accessibility make it appealing to both new and seasoned collectors. While most dirty examples hold modest value in dollars, certain coins can exceed expectations when errors or unique features are present. Next up, the United Kingdom 2p coin dated 1990, examined carefully in fine condition. At first glance, this coin may seem ordinary, something many people once carried in their pockets without a second thought. However, beneath its copper-plated surface lies an intriguing story of design, minting history, condition rarity, and collector demand. In this video, we'll uncover whether the 1992 pence coin could hold surprising value at auction, especially when evaluated by collectors in today's market, with prices converted into US dollars for international viewers. The 2p coin was introduced in 1971 as part of the United Kingdom's transition to decimal currency. By 1990, the coin was already a familiar part of everyday life across the country. Issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the 1992 pence reflects a mature period in modern British minting, when production numbers were high and quality control was well established. The coin was struck by the Royal Mint, an institution with over 1,000 years of minting history. In 1990, the UK economy was stable, and large quantities of low-denomination coins were produced to support daily transactions. As a result, most 1992 pence coins entered circulation immediately, making high-grade survivors increasingly scarce today. The 1992 pence coin is composed of copper-plated steel, a change introduced in the early 1990s to reduce production costs. It measures 25.9 mm in diameter and weighs 7.12 grams, giving it a solid, familiar feel. On the obverse, we see the right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael McLouf. This portrait was used from 1985 to 1997 and is admired for its regal realism and detailed crown engraving. The reverse design features the iconic Prince of Wales's feathers, a symbol long associated with British royalty. This reverse was created by Christopher Ironside, whose work defined many of the UK's decimal coins. The clean lines, balanced lettering, and traditional symbolism make this design timeless and instantly recognizable. In general, the 1992 pence coin is not rare by mintage numbers alone, as millions were produced. However, rarity in numismatics often depends on condition rather than quantity. While most examples are heavily worn, scratched, or discolored, coins that remain in fine condition stand out sharply to collectors. Interestingly, even damaged examples such as coins with minting errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or unusual corrosion can attract niche collector interest. Error collectors are particularly drawn to abnormal pieces, and certain damaged coins have sold for more than expected due to their uniqueness. This growing demand has pushed collectors to re-examine coins once thought worthless. When it comes to auction value, the 1992 pence coin shows a wide price range depending on condition and rarity factors. In fine condition, with clear details and minimal wear, typical market values range from $433,000. While modest, this is still several times its face value. However, coins graded extremely fine or uncirculated can fetch $114,000, especially when certified by professional grading services. Error coins or unusual varieties have achieved prices between $20 and $60, and in rare cases, even higher if two collectors compete at auction. Online platforms and international auctions continue to drive interest, particularly among collectors outside the UK. If you own a 1992 pence coin, start by examining it under good lighting. Look closely at the Queen's portrait, the feathers on the reverse, and the coin's rim for signs of wear or damage. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can drastically reduce collector value. Instead, store it in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent further deterioration. Collectors should also watch for magnetic behavior, as copper-plated steel coins will respond to magnets. This helps confirm authenticity. Keeping track of recent auction results and comparing similar grades will help you understand realistic market prices. Patience is key, as values can rise steadily with growing collector interest. In conclusion, The United Kingdom 2p 1990 coin in fine condition proves that even common circulation coins can carry hidden value and historical significance. While it may not make you rich overnight, it represents an important era in British minting and remains a worthy addition to any coin collection. Whether you're a beginner, a seasoned collector, or someone rediscovering old change, this humble coin reminds us that every piece of currency has a story, and sometimes that story is worth more than you expect. Next up, the United Kingdom 2p 1991, examined specifically in circulated condition. At first glance, this copper-plated steel coin may seem ordinary, but for collectors, even common coins can hold hidden interest, historical significance, and surprising auction value. In this video, we'll explore the story behind the 1991 2p, its design, how circulation and damage affect collector demand, and what this coin is realistically worth today in US dollars. The 2p coin was introduced as part of the United Kingdom's decimal currency system in 1971, following decimalization. By 1991, the coin was already a familiar part of daily life across Britain. The 1991 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait appears on the obverse. These coins were produced by the Royal Mint, one of the oldest and most respected minting institutions in the world. In 1991, the UK economy was undergoing changes, and large quantities of circulating coinage were needed for everyday transactions. As a result, millions of 2p coins were minted, making this year relatively common in terms of raw mintage. However, time, wear, and collector interest have created important distinctions between ordinary circulated examples and coins that stand out due to condition or striking anomalies. The 1991 2p coin has a diameter of 25.9 mm and is made from copper-plated steel, a change introduced in the early 1990s to reduce production costs. On the obverse, we see the right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, surrounded by the Latin inscription identifying her as Queen. The reverse design features the famous Prince of Wales feathers, a motif symbolizing the heir to the throne. This elegant and instantly recognizable design connects the coin to centuries of British royal tradition. The date 1991 appears clearly on the reverse, and in circulated condition, this date is often the first detail to wear down, making legible examples more appealing to collectors. While the 1991 2p coin is not rare in absolute terms, collector demand still exists, especially for circulated examples that show honest wear but retain strong details. Coins in heavily damaged condition, such as bent edges, corrosion, deep scratches, or peeling copper plating, generally have low value. However, collectors sometimes seek damaged or worn coins if they show unusual characteristics like off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or plating errors. And circulated condition, coins graded as fine or very fine are far more desirable than those worn nearly smooth. Even minor differences in condition can significantly affect demand. Many collectors enjoy filling date runs of 2p coins, and the 1991 issue is an essential part of completing a full decimal set. In today's auction and collector market, a circulated 1991 UK 2p coin typically sells for $316,000, depending on overall appearance and remaining detail. Coins with heavier wear or surface damage may only be worth face value equivalents, often under 10 cents USD. However, examples with better than average eye appeal, attractive toning, or minor mint errors can reach $1 to $3 in online auctions. Exceptional error coins, if authenticated, can command higher prices, sometimes exceeding $10, though these are uncommon. As always, condition, rarity of the error, and collector interest play the biggest roles in final auction results. If you're collecting UK decimal coins, always examine 2p pieces carefully before dismissing them as common. Look for unusual weight, alignment issues, or surface anomalies. Store coins in protective holders to prevent further wear, especially copper-plated steel examples, which are prone to corrosion once the plating is damaged. When buying or selling, compare recent auction results rather than relying on asking prices. Cleaning coins is strongly discouraged, as it can significantly reduce collector value. Even circulated coins are best left in their natural state. The United Kingdom 2p 1991 in circulated condition may not be a headline-grabbing rarity, but it remains an important and interesting piece of modern British coinage. Its connection to royal symbolism, everyday history, and the early 1990s makes it a meaningful addition to any collection. With modest but real market value and steady collector demand, This coin proves that even ordinary change can tell an extraordinary story. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 pence 2004, especially when found in very bad or heavily damaged condition. At first glance, a worn, corroded, or scratched 2p coin might seem worthless. But in the world of coin collecting, condition, errors, survival rates, and collector curiosity can sometimes turn even damaged coins into surprising auction items. Stay with us until the end, because this humble copper coin might still hold unexpected value in today's market, especially when sold online or at specialized auctions. The 2 pence, 2p, coin is part of the decimal coinage system introduced in the UK in 1971. By 2004, the coin had been in circulation for over 3 decades and was considered a standard everyday denomination used for small purchases and change. The 2004 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period marked by stable minting practices and high production numbers. The Royal Mint produced millions of 2p coins in 2004 to meet circulation demand. Because of this, the coin is not rare in normal or circulated condition. However, many of these coins have since been lost, melted, or severely damaged through years of heavy use, environmental exposure, and neglect. This is where collector interest begins to shift, especially toward examples that show unusual wear patterns, corrosion, or striking anomalies. The 2004 UK 2 pence coin is struck in copper-plated steel, which makes it especially vulnerable to rust and surface damage once the copper layer wears through. On the obverse, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed with fine detail that often fades quickly on heavily circulated examples. The reverse displays the iconic Prince of Wales feathers with the words 2 pence and the year 2004. In very bad condition, these details may appear weak, flattened, or partially missing. Rust spots, bubbling, discoloration, edge damage, and surface pitting are extremely common on damaged 2p coins, and these features actually help collectors identify long-term circulation or metal exposure. Some damaged examples may also show off-center strikes, clipped edges, weak strikes, or lamination flaws, features that can significantly increase interest despite poor condition. While a normal 2004 2 pence coin is common, heavily damaged examples are less frequently preserved, because most people discard them without a second thought. Ironically, this makes certain types of damaged coins harder to find today. Collectors who specialize in error coins, metal deterioration, or extreme circulation damage actively seek these pieces for educational displays and niche collections. Coins with dramatic rusting, partial designs, or unusual damage patterns often attract bids simply because they tell a story of real-world use. Some collectors enjoy owning coins that show decades of wear, while others collect damaged coins as examples of minting materials and long-term metal behavior. As a result, even a badly damaged 2004 2 pence can generate attention, especially when listed with clear photos and a detailed description. In standard circulated condition, a 2004 UK 2 pence coin is typically worth face value only. However, in very bad or damaged condition, auction values can vary widely depending on appearance and uniqueness. On online auction platforms, heavily corroded or unusually worn 2004 2 pence coins have been known to sell for $316,000. Especially when the damage is visually striking or linked to a minting flaw. Coins with identifiable errors, such as off-center strikes or missing plating, can sometimes reach $114,000 when multiple bidders compete. Though it's important to note that value depends heavily on presentation. Clear images, accurate descriptions, and honest condition reporting can significantly influence final sale prices. If you come across a badly damaged 2004 2 pence coin, don't throw it away right away. First, examine the coin closely under good lighting. Look for unusual features such as off-center designs, missing details, or exposed steel beneath the copper plating. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce collector interest and destroy surface evidence. Instead, store it in a dry place, preferably in a coin flip or protective holder. If you plan to sell, take high-quality photos showing both sides, the edge, and any damage. Research similar listings online to understand current demand, and consider auction-style listings to allow collectors to determine the value through bidding. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 2 pence 2004, even in very bad condition, proves that no coin should be dismissed too quickly. While it may not be a traditional rarity, damaged examples have carved out a small but real niche in the collector market. From rusted surfaces to extreme wear and striking flaws, These coins represent everyday history and long-term circulation in a way pristine examples never can. Next up, the 1971 2p coin, specifically focusing on coins in damaged or circulated condition. While it may seem that a worn or damaged coin holds less value, for collectors, even these coins tell a story and can still attract significant interest at auctions. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1971 2p coin, its unique features, its rarity in various conditions, current market values in dollars, and essential tips for collectors looking to acquire or sell one. So, grab a cup of tea and let's explore the world of this classic British coin. The United Kingdom 2p coin was introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalisation of British currency, which replaced the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 2p coin was minted to provide a convenient denomination in the new decimal currency system, alongside coins such as the 1 penny, 5 pence, and 10 pence. The 1971 issue is particularly notable as it was the first year of the 2p coin, making it historically significant. The coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin, a widely recognized image of the Queen that appeared on many decimal coins during the early 1970s. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic Prince of Wales feathers, a design by Christopher Ironside, which remains one of the most celebrated and classic reverse designs in UK coinage history. Several unique aspects make the 1971 2p coin a collectible piece, even in damaged condition. Firstly, the large copper-plated steel composition gives it a distinctive reddish-brown hue. Over time, this copper plating can wear away, particularly on coins that have been heavily circulated, leading to the damaged appearance collectors often note. Another feature of interest is the precision of the design details, such as the intricate feathers of the Prince of Wales emblem and the fine inscriptions around the coin's edge. Even if worn, these details can sometimes still be discernible, which adds to the coin's appeal for collectors who appreciate historical and artistic elements. Additionally, the 1971 2p coin was minted in vast numbers, but surviving coins with certain characteristics like full mint luster, rare die variations, or unusual strikes can be highly sought after. Even damaged coins can reveal subtle differences in design that appeal to experienced numismatists. You might wonder, how can a damaged coin hold collector interest? Surprisingly, damaged or worn 1971 2p coins are still considered historically significant because they are part of the very first decimal series. Many coins from this year have circulated extensively, which means that coins showing wear, scratches, or corrosion are common, yet they represent an authentic piece of everyday history. Collectors often seek these coins to complete historic or chronological sets, and coins in varying degrees of wear help illustrate the coin's journey through circulation. A damaged coin may not fetch as much as one in uncirculated condition, but it still carries collector value because of its age, historical importance, and role in Britain's decimalisation era. Certain auction houses report that even coins in heavily circulated condition can attract bids from collectors who are filling gaps in their collections or who specialise in worn specimens. As of today, the market value of a 1971 UK 2p coin in damaged condition typically ranges between 50 cents and $3, depending on the severity of the wear and the clarity of remaining design features. Coins with extreme damage such as corrosion, deep scratches, or bending may only fetch a small fraction of this value, while those with lighter wear and a still legible design can command higher prices. Interestingly, coins in damaged condition are often sold as lot items, meaning multiple coins are auctioned together, which can slightly increase the individual value due to the desirability of completing a set. Rare varieties or coins with minor die errors, even when damaged, can sometimes exceed these typical prices and become a hidden gem for savvy collectors. For anyone interested in collecting 1971 2p coins, even in damaged condition, here are some essential tips. Inspect before purchase. Even worn coins can have unique features like die errors or variations that increase value. Always examine the coin under good lighting. Understand grading. Learn basic coin grading terminology, as terms like fine, very fine, or good can dramatically affect the value, even for damaged coins. Avoid overpaying. Damaged coins are less valuable than uncirculated examples. Compare prices from multiple sellers or auction listings before buying. Store properly. Even damaged coins benefit from proper storage. Use coin holders or albums to prevent further corrosion or damage. Research auction history. Historical auction prices can guide your expectations for what collectors are currently paying for similar coins. The 1971 United Kingdom 2 pence coin is more than just a small piece of metal, it's a piece of British history. Even in damaged condition, it offers collectors a tangible connection to the era of decimalization, a glimpse of classic coin design, and an opportunity to own a collectible with historical significance. Whether you're a beginner just starting your collection or an experienced numismatist, understanding the value and rarity of these coins, even when worn, is key to making informed decisions. Remember, every scratch, dent, and discoloration tells a story. The next time you hold a 1971 2 pence coin, appreciate not only its monetary worth but also its journey through time. Happy collecting! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1971 UK 2 pence coin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our coin collecting insights. Drop a comment below if you have a favorite coin or a story about a rare find. We love hearing from fellow collectors.